Hello, student. Am I audible? Hello. Okay. So in the last previous two class, I have shown already 4 unknown salt. Today, another unknown salt which contain a group 3 cation and group 5 cation. First we show the unknown salt containing group 3 cation. You know what are the radical present in group 3? Group 3 ferrous, ferric, chromium and aluminium. The procedure is same. You first take the original solution. You first prepare a original solution. You take the sample will be supplied to you. You take a small amount of sample in a test tube. Take small amount of sample in the test tube and dissolve in distilled water. Dissolve in distilled water by shaking. Small amount of sample in a test tube take, dissolve in distilled water. Now take another test tube and add small amount of sample to this. What do you add? First you perform the weight test for anion. Weight test for anion. In the last class I have already told you that for halide test you add silver nitrate solution. Silver nitrate solution. See, no precipitate is formed. That means the given sample does not contain any halide ion. Halide ion means chloride, bromide or iodide ion. Okay. Now you perform the second test. What is that second test for anion? With barium chloride. Take small amount of sample in a test tube. You first then add barium chloride solution. Barium chloride solution. This is barium chloride. Barium chloride BaCl2. You add this. See, a white PPT is formed. See the white PPT? A white PPT is formed. That means the sample contains sulfate ion. After the formation of white PPT, you observe whether the precipitate is soluble in mineral acid or not. For this purpose, you add dilute HCl. You add dilute HCl and shake. When you shake by adding dilute HCl, see this, the precipitate remain unchanged. The precipitate is not soluble. That means the white PPT is formed which is insoluble in mineral acid. So it must be sulfate ion. If the white precipitate is formed and precipitate is soluble in dilute HCl, then it will be sulfite ion, SO3 minus 2. But here precipitate is insoluble in dilute HCl, so it is sulfate ion. Now, then you can perform the Brown ring test. What is the Brown ring test? I have shown already in the previous class that you take the small amount of sample, add freshly prepared ferrous sulfate, then you add concentrated sulfuric acid slowly. If a brown ring is formed at the junction of the test tube, then it is nitrate, or if no ring is formed, then nitrate is absent. Since in this salt I have already obtained sulfate ion, so there is no need to perform the Brown ring test, but when you write in the answer script, you must write the Brown ring test, and in observation you write no brown ring is formed, and in inference nitrate ion is absent. So chloride, bromide, sulfite. Now another test you may perform. Say we take small amount of sample, add dilute HCl. If any gas is evolved, add dilute HCl. See, no gas is evolved. There is no effervescence of gas. That means the salt does not contain carbonate or sulfite or sulfide. CO3 minus 2 or SO3 minus 2 or S minus 2 is absent in the salt. So this is the test for anion. Now you perform the test for cation, systematic group analysis. For systematic group analysis, you first take small amount of sample. Already you have added dilute HCl and you observe that no precipitate is formed, that is group 2 is absent. Now for group 2, group 1 is absent. For group 2, what is the group 2 reagent? Dilute HCl, then pass H2S gas. For H2S gas, we use the sodium flake. Sodium flake. It reacts with HCl to liberate H2S gas. So we take small amount of sodium flake. Small amount of sodium flake and shake. The gas is evolved, but no black color precipitate is formed. See, it is not the black color. It is not the black color. That means group 2 is absent. So group 1 and group 2 both are absent. Now for group 3, what is the group 3 reagent? The group 3 reagent is ammonium chloride and ammonium hydroxide. Ammonium chloride and ammonium hydroxide is the group 3 reagent. You take the original solution. Original solution, I prepare again original solution by dissolving the solid cell in the. This is the original solution. The solid salt is dissolved in distilled water by shaking it. Now what are the group 3 reagent? First you add ammonium chloride. Group 3 reagent. You add ammonium chloride. Then you add ammonium hydroxide. Ammonium chloride. Then you add ammonium. Then you add ammonium hydroxide. What do you observe? You observe this type of precipitate. A white floating precipitate is observed. See this. A white floating precipitate is observed. Sir, দুটো হয়ে গেল ওখানে। So white floating precipitate is observed. Now that means group 3 is present. Now for confirmatory test, you dissolve the precipitate in minimum quantity of dilute HCl. You dissolve the precipitate in minimum quantity of dilute HCl. Don't add excess HCl. Then further test will be very difficult. You add drop by drop dilute HCl and shake well. So precipitate is dissolved. See this. Clear solution. That means precipitate is dissolved in dilute HCl. Now you add blue litmus solution. To this solution you add blue litmus, few drops. Blue litmus, the solution become red color because I have add dilute HCl. Finally you again add ammonium hydroxide to make the solution alkaline. Again add ammonium hydroxide. See, you observe a blue floating precipitate is formed. Blue floating precipitate is formed. See this, a blue floating precipitate is formed. This is called lake test for aluminium. Very important lake test for aluminium. So the given sample contain the cation, aluminium ion, and the anion sulfate ion. So what is the salt? The salt is aluminium sulfate. So first you perform this in the chemistry lab. This will take hardly 10 to 15 minutes. First you perform the weight, you make the original solution. Then you perform the weight test for anion. Then systematic group test and test for cation. Before performing this test, when you have given the unknown salt, you take small amount of solid salt and take a pellet of sodium hydroxide in your hand palm and rub and observe the smell. If any pungent smell is observed, then you may suspect that the given salt contains ammonium ion. Then you perform the test for ammonium ion by adding Nesseler reagent. If any brown precipitate is formed, then ammonium ion is confirmed. Then there is no need to perform the systematic group analysis because the salt contains only one cation. You have already got ammonium ion, so no other cation is present in the salt. Now when you write this in the answer script, you write in systematic way. That I have discussed in the earlier class. The first you write the physical state, then preparation of OS, then dry heating test, their experiment observation, then flame test for cation, then dilute sulfuric acid test, concentrated sulfuric acid test. These are all dry tests. You no need to perform the dry test, but you must write the dry test in the answer script. Then you write the wet test for anion that I have done, halide ion, sulfate ion, nitrate ion. Then you write the systematic group analysis for cation. Finally, confirmatory test for cation. So in this way, this salt analysis contain 8 marks. If you write the preparation of OS, that will carry 1 marks. If you write the dry heating test, 1 marks. Flame test, 1 marks. Dilute sulfuric acid test, 1 marks. Group test for confirmatory test for anion, 1 marks. Group analysis, 1 marks. Confirmatory test for cation, 1 marks. In this way, marks is distributed. So you must write in the systematic way. Okay. Hello student, understood? White PPT, when you add ammonium chloride and ammonium hydroxide, you must remember that ammonium chloride and ammonium hydroxide acts as a buffer solution. So pH of the solution maintains slight alkaline, and white PPT due to formation of aluminum hydroxide. The given sample contain aluminum ion, you add ammonium hydroxide, a white PPT due to formation of aluminum hydroxide. When the precipitate dissolve and add blue litmus, then you again add ammonium hydroxide. Again aluminum hydroxide precipitate is formed, but the blue litmus is a pigment. This blue litmus pigment adsorb at the surface of aluminum hydroxide, so the white precipitate become blue. This is known as lake test. Okay. Hello student, understood? Hello? Any problem about this salt? So you must write, I told repeatedly for last 3 days, that you must write in the systematic way, otherwise you will not get the marks. What you perform or what you write, that must be different. You perform only the weight test for cation and anion, but you write all the dry tests and weight test that I have informed. Okay. So the next salt will be the salt of group 5. So the Kishanu sir will show you the experiment. Okay.
Good morning, students. Okay. Now sir told you about the salt of aluminium sulfate. Okay. Now another unknown salt is taken. Yes, good morning. Another unknown salt is taken. So we will proceed to the same way, that first of all taking the sample. This is a white sample. You can see it is solid crystalline. Okay. So to prepare the salt, first make an aqueous solution of that is adding water and checking that if it is soluble or not. Shake it well. No residue is there at the bottom of the test tube. Okay, so this is reserved for the test. Okay, so first of all test for anions, just like the previous. So we have to detect first what the cations and anions are present, and the written procedure already told on the class, sat told you repeatedly. So the written format is different from that of the class work, that is lab work. So first test for anions. So first of all taking the original solution in a test tube in a very small amount, that is only 2 cc or 3 cc, add dilute acid. So here dilute acid is dilute HCl to check any effervescence is there or not. If effervescence come, then it is maybe for the carbonates, sulfides or sulfides also. Okay, no effervescence, you cannot see the effervescence. No smell is also coming. Okay, so this is proof that the anions like Cl, the anions like carbonates, sulfide absent. Okay, so next test, the very well known test for chloride sulfate remains. Now next we will move to test for the sulfates. Okay, so rejecting the solution, washing it, then again taking the original solution to test for the another anion, that is sulfate. This is an wet test, as we have prepared the solution. So this is an wet test. So what is the reagent? You will tell me what is the reagent for sulfate. BaCl2. Yes. So this is BaCl2 solution. I am adding here. No PPT is there. Okay. No PPT, just a transparent solution, just like before. So no observation from there. So rejecting it. So in the written format, when you will write it on the lab, you will write no white color PPT comes. So sulfate is absent. Next, again taking the original solution. Okay. Next time, this is for chlorine, that is chlorides, basically halides. What is the reagent for halides? Silver nitrate. Okay. So this is the silver nitrate bottle. Adding silver nitrate. Our tap water also contains, okay, just see that a heavy white PPT comes. Okay. So to verify it that it is only for chloride, just add ammonium hydroxide to it, that it is dissolving or not. So ammonium hydroxide solution is taken, adding it with the solution. Just check that again the solution become transparent. Clear? So this is for which anion? This is for which anion? Chloride. Okay. So sulfate absent, these were absent. So chlorine, that is chloride, is present. Now the rest anion of that is the halide, bromide, iodides. These are basically they are neglected in that stage. Next we will move to the systematic group analysis. Now in group analysis, you may perform the special test, that is individual test for cations are there, that is adding lead chromate or potassium chromate, potassium ferrocyanide, or some of the reagents, sulfates, ammonium sulfates, etc. But it is right way to go through from this systematic group analysis. So what is systematic group analysis? First taking the OS. Okay, this is the OS. So first group, the group reagent. What is the group reagent for group 1? What is the group reagent for group 1 in systematic group analysis? Dilute HCl. Okay, so dilute HCl is in my hand. I am adding it with that just to check any white color PPT is coming or not. Okay, no PPT. Okay, so I will not reject the solution. In that solution, as it is acidic medium, so I will add here the flakes of sodium sulfide so that it will evolve the sulfide gas. If group 2 is present, then it will comes with the black PPT. Flakes added. Now effervescence also started. But no black color PPT comes. It becomes white. No black color PPT. Okay. So the group 2 also absent. So group 1 absent, group 2 absent. Next we will move to group 3. What is the reagent, group reagent for group 3? What is the group reagent? Only Akash is responding. And one request for the students is that told your friends to join the practical class, because everyone have to perform the practical class. Otherwise they may suffer in the lab. When the external examiner come, then they will suffer. It is not a theoretical exam. Theoretical exam you may cover on your home, but for practicals you have to do, and the external examiner also checks your work. Okay, again I am preparing the original solution because the volume was not sufficient. So again taking the salt, adding water. Okay. Shaking it well. Okay, it is dissolved. Okay, so group reagent for ammonium chloride and then ammonium hydroxide. Okay, I will take little amount of the solution taken, then ammonium chloride. Adding ammonium chloride. Then with ammonium hydroxide. No PPT. So in the last test you got PPT here. That was for aluminium, that is group 3 was present there. Now here no PPT comes, that means group 3 is also absent. Now for group 4, here we have to charge H2S gas. Okay, but here I am omitting this and I am moving to group 5 because I know that their group 4 is absent. Okay, but group 5 is present. So here what is the reagent for group 5? So we have to add ammonium carbonate in that solution. So next is that ammonium carbonate. Already PPTs came here. A very light PPT came here as the solution is very dilute. You can see that a very light color PPT comes. Can you see that? A light color, light white PPT comes. So this indicates that the presence of group 5. What is the group ions for group 5? Group 5, barium, strontium, calcium. Yes, if PPT not come, then it depends on the basicity of that. That is, if the solution is not alkaline, then we have to add excess of ammonium hydroxide. Okay, it should be excess ammonium hydroxide, ammoniacal. Okay, when the smell is coming out from the solution, then it is ammoniacal. It is the physical identification. Okay, next we will move to the test. So taking this PPT in very small amount, so I am taking the solutions here from here as it having the PPT, dissolving it in acetic acid. Wait. Dissolving it in acetic acid. Okay, it is totally dissolved. Now, sodium oxalate. Okay, just check. A heavy white PPT comes here. Okay, so this indicates that the presence of calcium here. Okay, for barium, you know, lead chromate is there. For strontium, you have to add any sulfate, that is ammonium sulfate, but the basic procedure is same. The PPT should be dissolved and then the specific reagent. This is for lead chromate. This is any ammonium salt, ammonium sulfate, etc. white PPT. Then this is for calcium. Calcium is responded through oxalate. Okay, this is the PPT of calcium oxalate, CaC2O4. So what we got from that test? So when you will write this, how you will write? So first the dry test should be written, and then after that the wet test. In wet test you will confirm the chlorine. Okay, in dry test dilute sulfuric acid concentrate in concentrate H2SO4, you will get the test for halides, chlorine as it is present. Okay, so there you have to present in concentrate H2SO4 test. Here as calcium is present, where you have to present it? In flame test you have to present it, because calcium gives a very brick red flame. Okay, and it is just for a fraction of minutes, a fraction of second. So chlorine should be present on the dry test, that is in the concentrate H2SO4 heating test. Okay, the rest of these are absent there. In wet test you will absent the sulfate, the nitrates, and the chlorine should be present. You must present it. And then you will move to the systematic group analysis. Group 1 absent, group 2 absent, group 3 absent, group 4 absent. But in the experiment column you will indicate the reagent. After that, when you will reach to the group 5, then add this reagent, white PPT comes. So group 5 is present. Okay, now after in the experiment column, after that you will write analysis of group 5 PPT. Analysis of group 5 PPT, and in that section you will write taking the PPT, dissolve it in the dilute acetic acid, and then ammonium oxalate solution added. Okay, white PPT comes. White PPT comes, so it is the presence of calcium ion. Here you need not to present, need not to absent the rest of these, barium or strontium. Okay, so this is the way, and then you will conclude the systematic analysis which is going on. From after the physical characteristics, the 3 column will start and it will ends at that level, and after that the probable composition you will write that calcium as cation, Cl minus as anion, so the probable composition is calcium chloride. Okay, understood how to write? Those who are attending the class, they will gain some of the knowledge regarding that, but those who are still not present on that class, I request them repeatedly to join the practical classes so that they can understood the theories, how to do it. Otherwise on the lab, because you have done these practicals a long time before, on the more than 1 year. Okay, so this is a kind request to the students to please join the practical class. Okay, Hope all of you doing well in your home and studying well for the theory exam. But the practical exam, here is a good scope to take good marks. But it will depends on the lab activity. If it is found that you don't working or any result, there are 3 practicals you have to do: physical, inorganic, organic. So at that time it will be haphazard to the students, those who will not present. 3 sections you have to do it differently. An external examiner observe these also, and they sign at that level. Okay, so it is a request, and those who are present, I request them also to told other friends just to join the class. Okay, understood everyone? So today the 2 salts